Introduction. In the heart of a quaint, bustling town, where the sun painted the sky with shades of gold every morning, and where life's rhythms seemed to move at a leisurely pace, resided a young boy named Sam. Sam was no ordinary boy. He possessed an insatiable curiosity that set him apart from his peers. His eyes sparkled with a thirst for knowledge, and his heart was an open book, eager to soak up the wisdom of the world around him. Sam's story was woven into the very fabric of this tight-knit community, for he had been raised by his loving grandmother, Mrs. Jenkins, since infancy. They lived together in a cozy, well-kept cottage with a charming garden that Sam and his grandmother tended to with great care. Life was simple but comfortable, and the bond between Sam and Mrs. Jenkins was as enduring as the town's cobblestone streets. But one sunny morning, as Sam was engrossed in his usual routine of helping his grandmother with the garden, a gust of wind rustled a piece of paper pinned to a nearby tree. Sam's eyes followed the movement, and as he approached the tree, he saw it. A colorful flyer announcing a science competition set to take place in the nearby city. The grand prize was a scholarship to a prestigious school, a beacon of hope for anyone with dreams of a brighter future. Sam's heart raced with excitement as he read the details of the competition. He knew deep down that this was the opportunity he had been waiting for. The chance to showcase his knowledge, to challenge himself, and to make a significant leap towards his aspirations. Without hesitation, he rushed to share the news with Mrs. Jenkins. "Grandma, I want to enter this science competition," Sam exclaimed, his voice trembling with enthusiasm. Mrs. Jenkins, her warm and loving eyes filled with pride, smiled at her grandson. "That's a wonderful idea, Sam," she replied, her voice soft and encouraging. "I've always known you're capable of great things. We'll find a way to make it happen." With those words of support, a new chapter in Sam's life was set to begin. Little did he know that this journey would be filled with challenges that would test his determination, sacrifices that would question his priorities, and ultimately, lessons that would shape the course of his life. Sam's story was about to unfold, an exciting, realistic tale of ambition, resilience, and the profound impact of unwavering family love.
Chapter 1: A New Beginning. The announcement of the science competition had breathed new life into Sam's world. With a fervor unmatched, he embarked on a quest for knowledge, the likes of which his small town had never seen. Every spare moment was dedicated to his pursuit of science and discovery. The local library became his second home, its shelves brimming with books on physics, chemistry, and biology. Sam devoured them eagerly, his eyes widening with each revelation. He watched educational videos online, his notebook filled with scribbled notes and diagrams. His inquisitiveness led him to reach out to experts and mentors in the scientific community, seeking guidance and advice. To Sam, every interaction, every page turned, and every experiment conducted was a step closer to his dream. In the evenings, Mrs. Jenkins would find Sam huddled over his textbooks, surrounded by a sea of notebooks, test tubes, and charts. She marveled at his dedication and commitment to his goal. She knew that this competition meant the world to him, and she was determined to support him in any way she could. One sunny afternoon, Sam stumbled upon an old, dusty chest in the attic. Inside, he discovered a treasure trove of discarded materials from years past. Old kitchen utensils, discarded electronic components, and assorted odds and ends filled the chest. To Sam, this was a gift from the universe. With determination in his heart and a gleam in his eye, he transformed their modest backyard shed into a makeshift laboratory. What others might have seen as junk, Sam saw as the building blocks of his dreams. As Sam delved deeper into his scientific journey, he couldn't help but feel the enthusiasm of discovery coursing through his veins. He was living his passion, driven not by the allure of the competition's grand prize but by an insatiable hunger for knowledge. Mrs. Jenkins watched with pride as her grandson blossomed into a young scientist, his determination and curiosity lighting up their home. Little did Sam know that the journey ahead would not only test his intellect but also challenge his resilience and teach him profound life lessons. As he immersed himself in the world of science, the road ahead held countless surprises, hurdles, and moments of self-discovery that would ultimately shape the remarkable young man he was destined to become.
Chapter 2: The Challenge. As Sam's journey into the world of science continued, he found himself facing one of the most significant challenges of his young life: the lack of resources. Their small town, while charming and full of character, lacked the sophisticated laboratories and cutting-edge equipment that he had read about in his books and seen in online tutorials. Moreover, his family's finances were limited, making it nearly impossible to invest in expensive scientific apparatus. Undeterred by these obstacles, Sam resolved to make the best of what he had. The shed in their backyard, now transformed into his makeshift laboratory, became the epicenter of his scientific endeavors. He scoured the attic, garage, and every corner of their home for discarded materials that could be repurposed for his experiments. Old glass jars, metal scraps, and even a defunct bicycle all found new life in his scientific pursuits. With the help of his grandmother, who had a knack for sewing and craftsmanship, they sewed together cloth aprons and protective gear to keep Sam safe during his experiments. Together, they improvised tools and equipment using their resourcefulness and creativity, turning everyday items into scientific instruments. Sam's passion and dedication were evident in every aspect of his work. He meticulously documented his experiments, creating detailed records of his observations, hypotheses, and results in his worn-out notebooks. His face would light up with excitement as he explained his findings to Mrs. Jenkins, who was a willing and enthusiastic audience, even though she might not always understand the intricacies of the experiments. The challenge of resource scarcity did not deter Sam. Instead, it fueled his determination and creativity. He learned to adapt, innovate, and persevere, qualities that would serve him well not only in the realm of science but also in life. The shed, once a simple storage space, had become a symbol of Sam's resilience and his unwavering commitment to his dreams. As the days turned into weeks and the weeks into months, Sam's laboratory evolved. It may not have rivaled the state-of-the-art facilities found in prestigious research institutions, but it was a testament to his spirit and resourcefulness. Sam's journey had only just begun, and the challenges he faced were molding him into a young scientist with a unique blend of determination, creativity, and an unyielding passion for knowledge.
Chapter 3: The Sacrifice. As Sam delved deeper into his scientific pursuits, his passion led him down an arduous path that would demand great sacrifices. Mrs. Jenkins, his ever-supportive grandmother, observed with a mixture of pride and concern as her grandson poured his heart and soul into his work. She could see that the fire of determination that burned within him was both a blessing and a potential source of hardship. Sam's dedication to his scientific endeavors knew no bounds. He often found himself immersed in his experiments, burning the midnight oil in the confines of their backyard laboratory. Time seemed to blur as he meticulously analyzed data, mixed chemicals, and meticulously recorded the results. The shed, once filled with old gardening tools and forgotten memories, was now a sanctuary of scientific exploration. One evening, as Sam toiled away with furrowed brows and tired eyes, Mrs. Jenkins gently approached him. She placed a comforting hand on his shoulder and said, "Sam, I'm proud of your commitment, but remember that balance is essential. You must take care of yourself too." Sam paused for a moment, looking at his grandmother with gratitude in his eyes. He realized that his relentless pursuit of knowledge had come at a cost, the sacrifice of his own well-being. He had been neglecting his sleep, skipping meals, and pushing himself to the limits in pursuit of his goal. Mrs. Jenkins, wise and caring, knew that she needed to remind Sam of the importance of self-care. She encouraged him to set aside time for rest and relaxation, to nourish his body and soul, and to seek the balance that would sustain him on this challenging journey. Reluctantly, Sam agreed to heed his grandmother's advice. He began to establish a more structured routine that included breaks for healthy meals and a reasonable amount of sleep. He realized that taking care of himself was not a sign of weakness but a necessity for maintaining the stamina and clarity of mind required for his scientific pursuits. Balancing his passion for science with self-care was a lesson that Sam would carry with him throughout his life. It taught him that achieving one's dreams required dedication, but not at the cost of one's health and well-being. As he continued his scientific journey, he understood that true success was not just about reaching the destination but also about the journey itself, a journey that demanded resilience, passion, and a profound appreciation for the importance of maintaining balance in all aspects of life. Sam had learned a valuable lesson, thanks to the wisdom and love of his grandmother, who remained his guiding light on this transformative path.
Chapter 4: The Big Day. The anticipation in Sam's heart reached a fever pitch as the day of the science competition finally dawned. It was a day that he had been working toward with unwavering determination and countless hours of research and experimentation. Sam, clad in his best attire, stood on the threshold of a new adventure, ready to face the unknown challenges that awaited him in the city. With Mrs. Jenkins by his side, the pair embarked on the journey to the bustling city where the competition was to be held. The city was a stark contrast to their tranquil town, with its towering buildings, busy streets, and a sense of hurried purpose that seemed to hang in the air. Upon arriving at the competition venue, Sam was greeted by a sight that both thrilled and intimidated him. The room buzzed with activity as young scientists from various backgrounds and experiences showcased their projects. Elaborate posters, intricate models, and complex equipment were on display, each one a testament to the hours of dedication and hard work invested by its creator. Doubt began to creep into Sam's mind as he compared his modest project to the others. Insecurities gnawed at him, and he wondered if he was truly prepared to compete on this grand stage. It was a moment of self-doubt, but Mrs. Jenkins, perceptive as always, sensed her grandson's unease. She placed a reassuring hand on his shoulder and whispered, "Remember, Sam, you're not here to outshine others. You're here to share your passion and knowledge. Your project is a reflection of your dedication and creativity, and that's something to be proud of." Sam took a deep breath, finding solace in his grandmother's words. He had worked tirelessly, and his project was a labor of love. It was an opportunity to showcase not only his scientific knowledge but also his resilience and unwavering determination. As the judging began, Sam presented his project confidently, his voice steady and his explanations precise. He walked the judges through his research, the challenges he had faced with limited resources, and the innovative solutions he had devised. To his surprise, the judges were not only impressed by his project but also captivated by his story, a story of a young scientist who had overcome obstacles with grit and determination. As the day came to a close, Sam and Mrs. Jenkins made their way back to their town, the outcome of the competition still uncertain. Sam had learned that success was not solely defined by winning trophies or accolades, it was about growth, perseverance, and the journey taken to reach one's goals. Chapter 4 marked a pivotal moment in Sam's life, where he faced self-doubt head-on and found strength in his passion and the unwavering support of his grandmother. Little did he know that the lessons he had learned on this day would resonate far beyond the competition, shaping his character and determination for years to come.
Chapter 5: The Lesson. The weeks following the science competition felt like an eternity for Sam. He checked his mailbox daily, hoping for an invitation or a letter that would reveal the results. Each passing day was filled with both excitement and anxiety. But as time continued to tick away, Sam couldn't help but reflect on the incredible journey he had undertaken. One sunny afternoon, a crisp envelope finally arrived, bearing the emblem of the science competition. Sam's heart raced as he opened it with trembling hands. Inside was an invitation to the awards ceremony. He had been selected as one of the finalists. His face broke into a wide smile, and he rushed to share the news with Mrs. Jenkins. The awards ceremony was an evening filled with anticipation and camaraderie. Sam and Mrs. Jenkins arrived dressed in their finest attire, ready to celebrate the accomplishments of young scientists from various backgrounds. As the ceremony unfolded, Sam couldn't help but feel a sense of unity with his fellow finalists, recognizing the passion and dedication they all shared. The moment of truth finally arrived as the winners were announced. Sam sat in a sea of nerves, his fingers crossed tightly. When his name was called as the first-place winner, a surge of emotions overwhelmed him. He couldn't believe it. His hard work, determination, and the support of his grandmother had paid off. He had won the scholarship to the prestigious school. On the way home, as they traversed the familiar path back to their town, Sam turned to Mrs. Jenkins, his eyes shining with gratitude. "I couldn't have done it without you, Grandma," he said earnestly. "Your love and support kept me going, even in the toughest moments." Mrs. Jenkins smiled warmly, her eyes glistening with pride. "Sam, I've always known you were destined for greatness. This scholarship is a well-deserved recognition of your talents and your unwavering commitment." But Sam had come to realize that the true victory was not solely in winning the competition or the scholarship. It was in the journey itself and the valuable lessons he had learned along the way. He understood that success was not just about trophies and accolades but about personal growth, perseverance, and the profound impact of family love and support. Sam's journey had taught him that passion, hard work, balance, and the unwavering love of family were the cornerstones of his success. These were the lessons he would carry with him throughout his life, inspiring him to continue pursuing his dreams with dedication and heart. The story of Sam was not just one of scientific achievement but a testament to the power of resilience and the enduring bond between generations.
And so, Sam's journey taught him a lesson that transcended the confines of the science competition and resonated deep within his soul. He realized that true success was a multifaceted gem, not just defined by external recognition or material rewards, but by the personal transformation that occurred along the way. His experiences had forged a profound connection between passion and perseverance. Sam had learned that the pursuit of knowledge was not merely an intellectual endeavor, it was a journey of self-discovery, resilience, and personal growth. It was about challenging one's limits, navigating through obstacles, and emerging stronger, wiser, and more determined. The challenges he had faced, the scarcity of resources, the self-doubt, and the sacrifices he had made, had become stepping stones on his path to success. They had sculpted his character, instilled in him a sense of grit and determination, and fortified his spirit against adversity. Above all, Sam's journey had underscored the indispensable role of family, particularly the unwavering love and support of his beloved grandmother, Mrs. Jenkins. Her encouragement, guidance, and the strength of their bond had been the bedrock upon which he had built his dreams. Sam knew that he was a product of her love and wisdom, and he carried her teachings in his heart. As he looked to the horizon of his future, Sam was filled with a profound sense of purpose. He understood that his success was not just about personal achievement but about paying forward the lessons he had learned. He aspired to inspire others, to be a source of encouragement for those facing their own challenges, and to emphasize the importance of resilience, dedication, and the power of family support. Throughout his life's journey, whether in the pursuit of science, the pursuit of dreams, or the pursuit of a better world, Sam would carry with him the invaluable lessons he had learned. These lessons, etched in his heart, would continue to be his guiding light, reminding him that true success was not about reaching the destination but about the transformative journey taken with dedication and heart. Sam was ready to face the future with unwavering determination, a heart full of gratitude, and a profound understanding that the greatest victories in life were the ones that brought personal growth and meaning.